Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host Alexis Monet, and before we get started, make sure you all hit that like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Okay everyone, so it does seem like Glorilla and JT have squashed their beef. Now if you don't know, they did have a spat online, and it did seem like they were throwing shots at each other on their projects and songs, but it does seem like they have officially buried the hatchet because Glorilla was seen out using JT's lyrics as a caption on one of her most recent photos, and it did go on to say, "I'm that girl cause I said so." Now I wouldn't be surprised if Glorilla and JT do have a song coming out very soon, and I would like to hear it. Sonically, I feel like they would vibe together very well and they could make a good anthem. And Glorilla has been known and has most recently been putting out a lot of hits, so I feel like it will work in the benefit for her and JT. Either way, I did think it was pretty cute and sweet that she did use JT's lyrics. Now moving along to Nicki Minaj. Now Nicki has been on hiatus and hasn't really said much online, and many people did feel like she would have came out to say something because Foxy Brown recently betrayed Nicki in public. Now Nicki and Foxy have always been very close. Nicki has always shown Foxy gratitude and vice versa, but it does seem like Foxy Brown has chose a side with Jay-Z and Roc Nation. Now recently it was Foxy Brown's birthday, and she did post a bouquet of flowers onto her Instagram stories and also went on to caption it by saying, "Gorgeous. Hov and Dez went crazy for my birthday. So fly. Thank you, Dez." Now as I did mention, Nicki Minaj is currently on hiatus, but before she left the internet, she did expose Jay-Z, Roc Nation, and Desiree Perez for the alleged shady business dealings. And it doesn't surprise me that Foxy Brown is taking the side of Jay-Z because she was signed to his label and he did give her a chance in music, so I hope Nicki isn't surprised. Now moving along to Cardi B. Now Cardi B recently dropped her long-awaited sophomore album, Am I the Drama, and it got a lot of people talking. Now many people had many good things, but a lot of bad things to say about the project as well. Now the opener did featuring Summer Walker, I feel like was a good song. Hello, I feel like was a joke, and she did preview that song on WWE. Magnet was okay, she was whacking Ice Spice and JT. Pick It Up with Selena Gomez, I feel like she should have led with that song. It is a pop song. Imaginary Player, she released as a single, and I still feel the same way about that song. It's not the best. Bodega Baddie was the I like it for this album, and honestly, she could have kept it. It was all over the place, but it's one of the better songs on the album. She also released a song called Salute. Really didn't care for it, and she said she did get that song from 2 Chainz and added her verses onto it. Safe with Kehlani, I feel like should have been released as a single. It's a very safe song and radio friendly. Man of Your Word featuring Dougie F. Really didn't care for his singing parts or Cardi's verses, but she was talking about her relationship with Offset. What's going on with Lizzo? I felt like Lizzo got on that song singing like a Disney character. I didn't care for that song or like it at all. Shower Tears featuring Summer Walker, I feel like was a good song and could have been excluded without Cardi B. Outside was already put out as a single. Pretty and Petty is a standout on the album, and a whack at Bia. Better Than You featuring Cash Cobain is one of the better songs on the project. Well, On My Back with Lourdes is a good song, but Cardi B could have been left off it. Every Time is a good song and does give me Jeezy vibes. Check Please is forgettable. Principal featuring Janet Jackson was a sample, didn't feature Janet. Trophies is a song she previewed 2 years ago, and in its entirety it doesn't sound that bad. Ice Sky featuring Tyler, Cardi could have been left without. Killing You Oh should have been released as a single and is one of the best songs, if not the best song on the project, and does interpolate Trina's song. Now I will say I will give this album a 6.5 at its highest out of 10 for this project. It wasn't worth the 7-year wait, and I do feel like Cardi B needs to learn how to enunciate her words better and deliver the bars and the songs better, and maybe people will receive the music better, but to be completely honest, the album was mediocre. Now moving along to Offset and Cardi B's marital issues. Now they currently are legally separated and have a pending divorce amidst Cardi B announcing that she is expecting her 4th child with Stefan Diggs. And it does seem like Offset may allegedly feel away because he did go on to post and delete on Twitter, "Divorce ain't even finalized and you popping out another man kid. You on timeout." Now in my opinion, Cardi B has every right to do whatever she wants with her body and her children. However, I do find it very distasteful that she is pregnant by her boyfriend and she just had a baby by her husband. Although they are getting a divorce and were separated, they just had a child together last year, and her baby just turned 1, and for her to already be pregnant by her boyfriend this year is crazy. But moving along to the final topic, Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Megan Thee Stallion hasn't put out any new music this year, but fans did notice she did post on her Instagram stories that she was in the studio. Now, Megan has been very quiet online and hasn't posted much, and I do believe her silence is her working, and she will be dropping Megan Act 3 next year sometime, and she is trying to figure out what the big hit and song is gonna be, because those last 2 projects, Megan Act 1 and 2, really didn't do too well, and the biggest moment was from Act 1 with Hiss because of Nicki Minaj. But you let me know how you feel about these topics down below. Thank you again for joining me for yet another video, and until next time, bye.